Guys, what I want to talk about is the fact that I noticed that after the arrest of the president in Mali, everybody, the United Nations, the EU, the African Union, ECOWAS, everybody now is out talking. Just an arrest. Just that the military stood up against a corrupt government. But they were all quiet. They were all quiet. This useless, all of them were all quiet. All those useless men occupying seats in some of these organizations that are supposed to keep peace all over the world, that are supposed to bring peace all over. Their occultic nature will not allow them to talk about corruption. They all kept quiet. The way people are being killed now in Nigeria and they are quiet is the same way they were all quiet about what was happening in Mali. And when the military, when the youth stood up to stand against the corruption, to stand against the killings, to stand against the lies, to stand against the stealings in Mali, they are now all talking. They are now talking. Abi, now UN now you can talk, Abi. So wait, I want to understand. So UN can actually open their mouth to talk. So European Union can actually open their mouth to talk about Africa. Okay. No, now. ECOWAS, you can open your mouth and talk about Africa. African Union, you can open your mouth and talk about Africa. But when those stupid governors, when those stupid presidents in Africa keep doing their nonsense, when those stupid, corrupt criminals start doing their nonsense, you will keep quiet to it because it is the government against the citizens. But immediately the citizens rise up, you will now start talking. Your occultic nature will now come out. I'm talking to UN. If you feel you want justice, your hypocrisy needs to end, especially when it has to do with Africa. That is why I hate those useless idiots from Africa who keeps talking about Pan-Africanism. You people are stupid. Go and tell them that I said there is nothing like Pan-Africanism. Because the rich will always stand with the rich. The poor will always stand alone. That is what happens in Africa. You useless idiots that keep talking about Pan-Africanism, your head no correct. You talk about Pan-Africanism, you are stupid. Because in Africa, Africa stands with, the rich stands with the rich, the poor stands alone. That is what is happening here. You would not tell me that this president has been so corrupt and nobody talked. Everybody kept quiet. The EU did not talk. The African Union did not talk. ECOWAS did not talk. United Nations did not talk. But immediately the youth stood up. Immediately a 25-year-old soldier stood up. These people now started making noise everywhere in the news. UN, ECOWAS say, are you kidding me? But you were there when the youth were shouting and screaming. When the citizens were shouting and screaming, just the way I'm shouting and screaming today. Just the way Biafrans are screaming today. Just the way Southern Kaduna, they are screaming. Just the way Oduduwa people are screaming. Just the way our Southern brothers are screaming. These idiots will not talk. These occultic people will not talk. When the youth stand up to take their future by their hands, they will now come out. I am talking to United Nations. United Nations, if you know the good thing for you, come into Nigeria's situation now and talk. Else, we are going to start disrespecting you people wherever we see you. If you think we are joking, I will start the campaign. We will start disrespecting the United Nations, the European Union, ECOWAS. We will start disrespecting you people wherever we see you. I said we will start disrespecting the United Nations. We will start disrespecting the European Union. We will start disrespecting ECOWAS. We will start disrespecting African Union. Because you people cannot keep this wickedness for long. What kind of stupid wickedness is this? The citizens will keep crying and crying and crying and crying. You will not say anything. But when they stand up, that is when you people come in. What hypocrisy is that? What hypocrisy would you call that? Wickedness at its highest level. Wickedness at its highest level. You have seen people crying of death. You have seen people crying of corruption. You have seen people crying of bad life. You have seen people crying of the fact that they are being killed on daily basis in Africa, and you would not talk, especially in Nigeria. You have seen people crying of bad governance. You have seen people crying of undemocratic rule. You have seen people crying of the fact that election will be rigged. And you people will be the ones to even congratulate the person that rigged an election in Nigeria, in Africa. If you people don't come in now, we would take these things in our own hands, and we will start by disrespecting the United Nations. We'll start by disrespecting the EU. We'll start by disrespecting the African Union. We'll start by disrespecting ECOWAS. Don't think we are joking. We are not joking. This is not time for a joke. If you don't call these African leaders to order, what you would see, you all will suffer. Listen to me. No matter where you are in the world, you would suffer. Whether you are white or whether you are black, I said you would suffer. If you don't call these African leaders to order, if you don't call these African leaders to order, what you are going to see in few months, in few years to come, you all would be terrified. Let your children hear this, because your children will suffer it. Your wives will suffer it. Everybody will suffer it. I am not joking. If you don't call these corrupt African leaders to order, you are building tons of monsters in Africa. And when these monsters will rise against these evil men, you all will suffer. I said, whether you are white or whether you are black, wherever you are in the world, you would suffer it. Don't start what you cannot finish. I'm talking about United Nations. I'm talking about the ECOWAS. I'm talking about African Union. I'm talking about European Union. I'm talking about all of you, evil men. Udele called you people terrorist organization, and I'm beginning to feel like that too. How can you keep quiet to the killings in Africa, in Nigeria? How can you keep quiet to the corruption that is bent on destroying Africa? You would keep quiet, but immediately the youth stands up, pakam, you all will start making noise. Release the president, release the president. Are you crazy? You must be mad. Have you asked, what did the president do to the citizens that allowed them, that gave them the infantry to even go after the president? Have you ever asked that question? I'm asking United Nations. United Nations, have you ever asked yourselves what that president did to the citizens? What made the citizens get so upset that the military went after him? Let me warn you people one more time. If you don't call these African leaders to order, disintegrate the places where you're supposed to disintegrate, give peace to where you're supposed to give peace, the kind of what you are building, when it will come upon you, I said, whether you are white, whether you are black, whether you are red, whether you are green, wherever you are, wherever your children are, wherever your wives are, all of us would suffer. I'm telling you. The beast you are building in Africa will come after the world. Let me sound this as a warning. Go and put this video wherever you want to put it. The beast you are creating in Africa will come after the world. Even if you close your borders, it will still come to you. No, even if you close it will still, no matter how you build your walls, the beast you've created in Africa will come after you and your wives and your children. Your children would suffer so much that they will beg. if you don't call these African leaders to order? Have you asked what these African leaders are doing to the citizens? Have you ever opened your mouth to ask? African Union, you've all kept quiet to the killings of Biafrans and you have not said anything. You kept quiet to the corruption, the high level of corruption in Africa. You did not say anything. In West Africa, you kept quiet to the killings in South Africa. You did not say anything. You kept quiet to the fact that Ghanaian government are after Biafrans, asking them to pay high level of whatever useless fine. You kept quiet. When these guys who rise up against the government, you useless people, it is not the unions. It is about the individuals that are taking strong positions in the union. And I am saying it today. If you don't call these African leaders to order, the kind of calamity that will come upon the world, nobody would ever expect it. Mark my lips. The kind of calamity you people are building, your wives, your children, yourself, your old women would suffer. This is not about China coronavirus. So something bigger would fall upon the world. The beast you are building in Africa, something bigger would fall upon the world, and your cultism would not stop it. I said your cultism, UN, your secret society will not stop it. Because the beast you are building in Africa is just too strong that spiritualism will never even come close. No matter how spiritual you are, you must suffer. Everybody will suffer. I need you people to understand this fact. So you should now decide to call on Nigeria to tell them to go and negotiate. You should now decide to call on these African leaders and tell them not to be as corrupt as they are. That is the best thing you need to do, and not asking the military from Mali to release their president, because you've not asked what that president did. You did not come to talk about the corruption that the president was melting on their people. If we start this thing you people are building, I'm talking about UN, I'm talking about EU, I'm talking about ECOWAS, I'm talking about African Union. This beast you people are building in Africa, when we all get fed up, I tell you today, get ready. Everybody would suffer. I said everybody would suffer. Whether you are white or whether you are black, or whether you are green, or whether you are chocolate, or everybody would suffer it. I need you to understand this fact. If you think we are joking, if you think we are joking, just continue. If it it wouldn't be long from today. No. United Nations, continue. But I promise you, your children would suffer it. Whether you are in America, whether you are in UK, wherever you are in Asia, wherever you are, coronavirus would be something very, 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 very minute, like a child's play to what is coming. The beast you are building in Africa would swallow the world. Go and mark my word. The beast you are building in Africa. In fact, we are going to start the campaign now, because you people are beginning to be useless. What is the need for United Nations? What is the need for European Union? What is the need for ECOWAS? What is the need for African Union? When there will be chaos everywhere in Africa, and you people keep quiet, whenever the youth stand up against the corruption, you now come out. The corruption in Nigeria is too much. The corruption in West Africa is way, way too much. We cannot continue like this. And I'm telling you today, if you don't call this union to order, if you don't call these leaders to order, The beast that you have created or you are creating in Africa would swallow everybody, whether you are white, whether you are black. Because one day, the youth will not just stand against the government. They will stand against everybody. And trust me, what you are going to see is way too much. Everybody is going to beg. Everybody is going to be on their knees. Everybody is going to be on their knees. No matter how powerful you think you are. I said everybody is going to be on their knees. No matter how powerful you think you are. The devil is so going to use Africans to mess the world up. Let me sink it to your ears. Let me make you understand. You see this thick skin? You are pushing it to the wall. You are dragging it to the extent you can't take the pain anymore. If you are a member of the UN or you know anybody in the UN, please share this video. Tag them. If you know anybody in the African Union, tag them. Share this video, tag them. Tell them to come in. Talk about the fact that the Biafran people are not happy. What is happening in Nigeria? Tell them that the Oduduwas are not happy. The real Hausas are not happy. Tell them that the corruption in Nigeria is pushing us to the wall. And very soon, we from Nigeria, we are going to rise up. Very soon, other people, of course, you've seen Mali, they've risen up. That is how everybody, it is going to start from West Africa. And from West Africa, other African nations will pick up. And when these African nations pick up, we will take it to the black world. We will take it to the black skin world. And you know very well that the black skin world is a thick world and a thick skin world that takes over the earth wherever they are. And then it's going to be a campaign, and it's going to be the black after the white. It has nothing to do with racism. It has nothing to do with racism. It is about the fact that we are now shouting and praying and begging that you come into the situation now and you are quiet. You are adamant. It will come. I am telling you, you are building the beast in us Africans. You are building the beast in us Africans.